JoyToy 125 scale Dark Source zombies are here, but is this line a detailed masterpiece or just a massive scale mess? Today we're putting the JoyToy zombie medics, the Biomedical Lab Team, and even the brutal police dogs to test whether these 3-inch figures can fit in your collection or are they just shelf fillers. For collectors curious about the lore, the Dark Source zombies are part of JoyToy's original IP, The Dark Source, supported by digital comics in the official JoyToy website. While there isn't a dedicated zombie-centric comic yet, the brand clearly positions these infected units as the primary biological threat against the Dark Source mecha forces. These zombies are designed to swarm your 125 scale mech display. Big thanks to JoyToy and AFM for sending over 3 distinct zombie sets: the Zombie Medics, the Biochemical Lab Team, and the Zombie Police Dogs. The Zombie Medics include 3 female figures with unique sculpts and varied poses, and some missing limbs. The Biochemical Lab Team features 4 male figures, 2 in blue hazmat suits without helmets, and 2 in striking yellow complete hazmat suits. A major plus, every medic and lab zombie includes its own display stand, unique for each one, which is essential for this smaller scale of 125, and some of them are missing some body parts. So it's a challenge to get them standing on their own. Now, the Zombie Police Dog appears to have no articulation and no figure stand based on the packaging, but we'll confirm that during the unboxing. One thing missing is a short character bio or an outbreak backstory on the box. Instead, the packaging focuses more on the product details, what they are made of, company information, and social media links. And a quick reminder, these are labeled ages 15 and up. At 125 scale, they are very small collectible figures, not toys for young children ages 0 to 3. Taking a look at one of the medics in true Juggernaut style, I thought I broke her immediately. For this particular figure alone, the arm is quite loose, but you can peg it on again. The nice thing about this small figure is the amount of detail, the paint wash everywhere. It's not just plain plastic, there are washes of red and some dirt on her lab coat. That's really good detail. Even inside the lab coat, there are some dark paint details making it so messy, dirty. The articulation is quite simple. There is only a 360 arm articulation, no elbow articulation. The head is somewhat on a ball peg that it can hinge and tilt from side to side. It's unfortunate there is no leg articulation, so she is always standing like this. There is a peg hole which you can plug into one of the stands. It seems there is a specific stand for each figure because I tried out all of the stands. There is only one stand wherein her feet will peg in securely. As mentioned a while ago, there is no leg articulation. That's why how the medic stands matters. This one is standing straight, same amount of great detail. I like especially how the bitten parts, wherein it's bloody, it's sculpted and nicely painted. Just like the next one, she is missing a right hand. So I was curious, what if I perform a Kitbash removing the arm of the first one with black hair and attaching it to one of these ladies, so we can have a female medic with a complete set of hands. The Kitbash was successful. Now we have a medic with 2 hands. But let's try this one out. How about a medic without any hands? And this is what she will look like. I was worried whether these small figures are fragile. It seems that they are really not, because I can switch over their parts. I just didn't try the heads. The third medic, which is in a crouching position, does not have any right feet. So that's her big difference compared to the others. Still the same level of articulation and the same level of detail. Moving on to the male Biochemical Lab Team. This guy has a removable helmet, and you can see him there with some details. Full 360 arm rotation. There is no knee or elbow articulation. Nicely sculpted details. Most of them are highlighted by a bloody red paint wash. Although this second male zombie is in yellow hazmat suit, he has less bitten parts on the upper torso. There are sculpted rotting bit marks on the legs. He has eyeglasses. Side by side with the first one I showed you, you can see the difference between the two. It's not the same sculpt, and they have different posture. For the male zombies with blue hazmat suits, the first one has his stomach wide open. I don't know how to describe it. He has the same type of articulation, chewed up right leg, and the sole separation can be seen on that one. The second guy in a blue hazmat suit has his stomach intact. He managed to secure and keep it safe. But unfortunately, he broke his right leg. That is why he is in this particular crouching pose. And among the four, he is the only one with this particular problem. All of them can stand up. If you think those guys got it bad being unable to use their legs, the other Dark Source zombie figures are just half man and half female. Those unfortunate zombies belong to the mechanic team and the cheerleaders. You can build a larger Dark Source zombie universe collection because JoyToy also made firefighters, a pair of female wrestlers, and some security guards, also male scientists and female scientists. And last are the police. That will team up with the police dog that we will take a look at next. In the comments below, let me know, are you interested in building this Dark Source zombie universe? If you found this review helpful, I hope you keep it a hype, give it a like, share it with our fellow collectors, and subscribe to my channel. For places where the figures in this review might still be available, I left some links in the description below.
I'm Juggernaut!
This is one of two zombie police dog, where his stomach is falling off. This one has an open mouth design. Later, we will check whether this dog can scale okay with 1/12 scale figures. You can see right there all that sculpted details. JoyToy did a really good job in terms of adding those small details on a small figure. Here is the second one, which has a closed mouth and has his stomach okay, but some ribs are showing off already, all red. There are no articulated legs, so they'll always be standing this way. Thankfully, there is articulation and it's on the head. No hinge, but it can swivel, can tilt from side to side. I only realized this later on because out of the packaging, it looks like those heads are not articulated, that they are on a fixed position. You can swivel the head in a full 360. It's decent head articulation. The JoyToy Dark Source Zombie Police Dog 125 scale has a length of 5.5 centimeters or 2.2 inches. In terms of height, it is 1.3 inch tall. Here are the dogs besides a Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch scale Punisher and a 1/18 scale JoyToy figures, a male Stellar Scar figure, and Warhammer Legion Apothecary. A few more Marvel Legends Gamerverse versions of Wolverine and Psylocke 6-inch scale, 7-inch scale Psylocke Marvel Select, 6-inch scale loose collector figures, glow-in-the-dark Imp, and a collab with Halimaw Sculptures, we have Darna. For some 3.75-inch scale figures, Marvel Universe Apocalypse, Wolverine, and Juggernaut. The female medic stands 7 centimeters or 2.8 inches tall, while the other lady, which cannot stand up, she is 5.5 centimeters or 2.2 inches tall. I was hoping the 125 scale female zombie figures can fit in with fellow JoyToy 118 figures, but it's quite hard to see that working. 6-inch scale figures is a problem with them, and 7-inch scale figures too. Even the 6-inch scale loose collector glow-in-the-dark imp is taller than them. The Biomedical Lab Team zombies in yellow stands 7.5 centimeters or 3 inches with or without their helmets, while the blue ones are quite tall because this one is 8 centimeters or 3.2 inches tall. The other guy is 6 centimeters or 2.4 inches tall with a broken leg. Although they are taller than the female medics, they will still not fit with the 118 scale JoyToy figures from Warhammer. Most definitely not a fit for 6-inch scale figures and 7-inch scale figures. Quite okay when besides 3.75-inch scale figures, especially Juggernaut is supposed to be huge. Does the JoyToy 125 scale zombie line work with larger scale figures? Unfortunately, not really, unless you're looking to recreate a Marvel zombie scene where the heroes use beam particles to become giants. The zombie police dog looks alright besides 118 scale JoyToy figures, but it looks like puppies next to 6-inch scale figures. While the sculpt and paint are incredible for such a small scale, the articulation is minimal. As a Marvel Legends collector first, I still don't know whether this limited movement is acceptable. Let me know in the comments below. Is this minimal set of articulation acceptable for 125 scale? While I don't have the Dark Source mech in hand for this review, stay tuned to Action Figure Maniac's Instagram and Facebook for cinematic photos of these zombies swarming the Fear XS01. Thanks to JoyToy for sending these figures to Action Figure Maniacs so I can review them. Thank you for watching. I reviewed several JoyToy figures. Here is a link on the top right corner of your screen. I hope you give this review a hype, a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this review. I hope to see you in the next one.